before, so we'll be interested to see how that works out for them. Won't have to wait long as players already. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. And this game's out, baby. Kinex 5 here with map 1. We've got SAS versus L3. Quick kill early on. You get that link gun in people's faces, you know. They don't have any armor this early in the match. Oh, just out of range. Eiko not able to chase him down. Rockets coming up back and forth. So these teams tied early on. And again, you just see, you grab that link gun and just find an enemy early on in the game. You see Link and Stinger lots. Double Enforcers, same situation, but so far, pretty even between these two. In fact, dead even. See, the first small armor's getting picked up. See if they get in position for shield belt. So you are going to have 100 armor and shield belt spawn. Of course, interesting thing about this map, you have to go way out of your way to get to this shield belt. See Wolverine waiting for it. We know he is an absolute hawk when it comes to power-ups. The entire team of SAS getting in position. L3, though, trying to give chase. Unfortunately for them, they're attacking one player at a time, just getting melted right down. Wolverine able to take that shield belt. Try to get himself in position. He might be trying to sneak through that lower mid area. Or excuse me, I guess mid area. Try to get over to Amp. He gets knocked down, though. Unfortunately for Prism, he still spawns right in front of him, but we got Amp up. Flow is up top, so a couple of kills by L3, pushing them down. We'll see who has access to this Amp. Flow's going to jump on it. He grabs it. He's going to go down very quickly, though. Wolverine was in position with that link gun. I didn't see where it dropped. It looks like it dropped right back where it got picked up at. So Eiko now able to run around with that. And 120 health. Has to be careful, though. This is a pretty close range map along those side areas. So he's going to take that straight to the shield belt. Not a bad move. We definitely saw both teams collapse on that shield belt before. Rockets coming in. And if you're L3, you gotta be careful there. You don't want to dive right into that belt and give up extra points chasing after it. A couple more kills coming out. These teams just trading blows. So right now, 2-point game early on in this one. We'll see what happens, though, when the power-ups start getting a little bit more diverged. We see now Amp and Belt going to spawn at the same time. And on this map in particular, you really can't challenge both at the same time. You have to decide where to allocate resources. It'll be interesting to compare between these two teams. You have that shield belt out of the way down low, the Amp way up top exposed. 100 armor does get grabbed by Wolverine. We'll see where he decides to go. We're just going to stick with him for now. Looks like he's having that same conversation right now. I think given he still has 100 armor, he's going to push up to this Amp area and wait for it spawns any second. Actually, everybody going for Belt. You see Wolverine and Slay waiting on that Amp. Only Flow challenging it. Takes some damage, gives some damage himself, but Wolverine now taking that Amp down to the shield belt area. And it doesn't look like... It almost looked like he didn't know Amp already spawned, but... Gonna take that Amp sniper rifle. Ooh, eats a shot. Headshot from Prism. That's gonna earn Flow a few seconds of an Amp. Not a whole lot of opportunity to do much with it, but there's the shot on Eiko to take him out. Ooh, almost a follow-up on Slay, but Brutal GG actually takes him out with the rockets. So still a back and forth, practically tied game at this point between these two early on. "15 seconds to this belt." We do see teams getting in position early right now. 3 L3 players already in this room, perhaps a little bit early. It spawns in 7 seconds. And now they're actually pushing out, so I'm not sure if they have the exact timing on it. Wolverine's sneaking up behind him all by himself. Only has Enforcer able to steal it, but you got to figure he's going to go down to Link. And here's his teammates showing up, and now all of SAS is in the room, pushing L3 completely out of it. So the cavalry showing up, and look at that. 3 members of SAS, 4 of them all down to less than 25 HP. Be curious to see if they're able to take advantage of that. We're going to get in position for this Amp. Sliding around over here as SAS has been converging on all the power-ups. Eiko takes that one. We'll see what he can do with it. These Amps runs have been back and forth. Oh, and he goes down. Both teams have been making the other team pay for grabbing that Amp. In that sense, it seems like the shield belt, while it's been hotly contested, has actually been the power-up that he had the most opportunity to really do some work with. But Tron, that amp link gun, pushing people away, allowing his teammates to finish off damaged players. There's another kill, pulling within 3 frags now, L3. Shield belt does get taken though, so Wolverine, how many shield belts has he taken already? 4 shield belts already for Wolverine, not a single belt going to L3. Amp time pretty much split between the two. But only a 4 frag game. Oh, nice moves there by Wolverine, taking Tron out right on top of the 100 armor, grabbing it for himself. He's just so stacked all the time, it seems like, in these 4v4 matchups. Nice work by his teammates, flanking and sniping him down, saving Wolverine from going down. We do have simultaneous power-up spawns this time. Now we're down to 10 seconds until they spawn. Looks like Flo has been the only L3 player consistently around that amp, and he's having to fight off multiple players. Looks like it's gonna spawn right now. He goes down, so that'll be an easy grab for Aiko, who's been the primary amp runner for SAS. I don't know if that's by design or just by happenstance. Belt is actually up. So Fragham's gonna grab that belt this time. Aiko now with that amp sniper rifle. Multiple kills coming out, and look at that, a 15 frag lead out of nowhere. SAS, and we've seen this before, taking map control and just jumping on top of the other team. And now a killing spree by Aiko. This is not the easiest map to just go on a run like that with amp, so credit his teammates for communicating where the spawners are, where the enemy players are that are weak. Aiko making the most of that and really not exposing himself, and I think that's just as important, is grabbing that amp, getting a clean run in, and getting 3 or 4 easy shots off is really as much as you can hope for in an amp run on this map. So 15 seconds till belt. L3 was right in it. That was about a 10 or 12 frag run there by SAS when they took both power-ups. Oh, the headshot by Aiko. And a double kill, knocking him off of the belt. We're going to stick with Aiko right now as he's grabbing all the power-ups, and it's just been an absolute tear right now. So Amp's going to spawn in 7 more seconds. More shots coming out by Aiko. We'll see if he grabs this amp again. It's going to be his if he wants it. Has full sniper ammo, and this is going to be a chance for Aiko to really break this one wide open as SAS now up by 20. On a rampage, he goes. Aiko feels like he's just playing duck hunt right now. Another shot, so Aiko just on fire, finally goes down. Tron ending his spree with a sniper shot of his own, but up to a 21 frag lead now. We did see this belt about to spawn, so we're gonna jump over here. And SAS, I'm actually surprised, they've been dedicating basically their entire team to taking these shield belts. They basically all dove down in there to give cover every time they spawn. Sometimes you'll leave 1 or 2 people around that key sniper amp area. See Wolverine, that belt allowing him to get away. Still pretty low on health, has to be careful, but with nothing really spawning for a while, teams can regroup a little bit. And L3 not giving up, pulling right back into this one, only down 16 now. But they're gonna need to start making these amp runs, or at the very least stopping SAS, because Aiko with those 2 back-to-back, basically untouched amp runs, allowing him to go on a rampage. That's really what's been the difference here. We do have, again, basically simultaneously spawning power-ups. Amp's gonna be right now. And once again, though, L3 not really throwing anybody other than Flo over towards it. He does steal it. If he can back away, he does take out Aiko. If he can make anything happen with this, that would be huge. Instead, he goes down, drops it right at Fragham's feet. Don't know if anyone was able to take that. Slay was able to grab that with the dual enforcers. Probably gonna basically time it out down here. He doesn't have much health. But I think if L3 is going to want to make a comeback in this one, they're still fighting their way back into it slowly, but they might need to start dedicating more resources over to that amp area, because I think that's been the difference so far. So 20 seconds. We'll take a quick look at the 100 armor. We haven't seen a whole lot with all of the action going on the other side of the map. We haven't seen a whole lot of the fights happening over the 100. You see L3 all over that 100 area, but at the same time, the shield belt is about to spawn. We're gonna head down in there. It looks like Wolverine in position for it. Able to survive that onslaught by Flo. So heading up to Amp, this is what we're gonna see next. And so Flo has basically been, as we see the sharpshooter by Eiko already with 5 minutes to go, in position here. If he wants to take it, Slay's up top as well as a little bit of armor. Prism kills his teammate and the opponent. And brutal GG. I'm sad we missed that. We saw 2 teammate kills in a row there by L3. So things getting messy across the map, fighting over in those closer quarters areas. Eiko, meanwhile, happy to run around with Amp sniper rifle. Oh, he finally misses a shot. And he's gonna do the smart thing, pulls out the link gun, finishes him off with a guaranteed damage. And that's the easiest shot of the day for Eiko, just skeet shooting at that point. He finally goes down, a couple of seconds of Amp left, but not much gonna happen for Prism with that. Belt is up, and actually, belt gets stolen, so L3 finally stealing a belt, but look at that, the entire team went down. And back up now to a 27 frag lead. We'll give you a quick look at the scoreboard to compare. I mean, the Amps have been all SAS, belts have been all SAS. L3 has had a couple of good opportunities to fight back, but those power-up runs, and once SAS gains control of those power-ups, they're really converting them into points, and that's been the biggest key. Oh, flag ball to the face. You saw Frag him kissing the smiley face on that one. Let's see if L3 can get any sense of control over this Amp. I think that's their only chance at this point, now down 30 frags. You just saw SAS, we've seen them so many times before, turn it on in the back half of the map. Flo finally gets a clean grab of this Amp though. We'll see what he can make happen with it, but no armor and only a shock rifle. Gotta be careful here because he doesn't want to cough it right back up. Just one shot on Frag M. Has a chance to give Eiko a taste of his own medicine. Nice patient combo there. Earns himself a sniper rifle too. Eiko has just been absolutely controlling that power-up, or excuse me, that pickup. And frankly, the armor power, or the Amp power-up as well. It's a close range, 2 sniper shots in a row. If he can get another one, he can take out Wolverine, who was pretty stacked. Another, so Flo. A couple of nice shots in a row. It may not, there may not be enough time left to fully come back, but definitely showing some signs of life as L3. Oh, and Eiko answers with a sniper shot. Go down here for this shield belt. And Tron in position early. Again, we expect SAS to drop some people in here. Actually, it looks like they're conceding this one, so maybe not wanting to run in. We've seen a dangerous spot to start running too many people in there. 15 seconds till this Amp spawns. It's gonna be a little too late, but we'll see what they decide to do. Eiko up top again. It looks like Eiko's basically been single-handedly holding this sniper rifle area. I think that's been so key. They've basically been giving up the 100 armor area. I'll be curious to see actually how the pickups compare for that, because we've definitely seen SAS roaming a lot on this map. Ooh, and more Amps coming out, and you know, even when L3 has managed to get their hands on an Amp, they just haven't been as effective. We've seen SAS perhaps communicating a little bit better where those targets are, and that's so key in especially such a complex map as this, where it's easy to lose track of the opponent. When your teammates can tell you, you know, weak guy here, and you can just turn that corner and blast them, it makes things so much easier. It feels like you're playing as a unit rather than alone. With 40 seconds left to go, I wanted to take a look. Yeah, SAS actually dominating every power-up except for the 100 armor, so that kind of gives you some insight into how L3's been playing. They've been focusing on this 100 armor area and been doing a decent job. They basically split that power-up. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to take any kind of control over the belt or the Amp. I think that's really what cost them here. They played about half the game really even, in SAS, like we've seen them do over and over, really just knowing when to take control and when to put their foot on the gas and turn map control into a whole bunch of points. Frag him, grabbing that last 100 armor, trying to finish things off with a kill, and he does. So what looked like an extremely close match, back and forth for the first half, turns up being a landslide. So that's just, again, a testament to SAS's experience, knowing how to keep their head in the game late when things start getting a little bit messy and out of sync, winning by 40 in what was basically a tie game coming into about the halfway point. We saw Slay leave. I'm not sure if he said anything. I'm not sure if they're going to sub him out for any particular reason. Yeah, I mean, we see the theory crafting in chat here. I mean, that's the strategy, right? Like, especially in a map like that where you kind of have to choose between amp and belt in many situations. But it's like we saw on Rankin earlier in the day. Like, you don't want to overcommit to one power up and then you end up taking every grab of it off the stand and then immediately dying. So it's tough, but yeah, that's why you got to go back and look at these matches. And that's one of the good things about playing against such a high-level team is you can look at what you did right or wrong, and you can definitely learn from it. Sometimes when you play against teams that are maybe lower or mid-level, you might actually be effective with something that kind of teaches you bad habits, you know what I mean? You can kind of get a false sense of security and think that something works when in the end you were really just out shooting them. When you're playing against a high-level TDM team, it's really all about positioning and control. Aim definitely plays a factor, but the better aiming team does not necessarily win, so. Okay, looks like we've got Snatch in for Slay, so that's certainly not going to make things any easier for L3. We definitely saw some signs of life, though. I mean, L3 had a promising start last map. They just kind of let things get out of hand in the second half, which, you know, we know SAS really knows how to turn it on, so be curious to see if L3, you almost feel like if they can just extend a match, if they can make it a game with a minute or two to go, maybe they can make something happen. But of course, SAS ran away with the last map, as they have against pretty much everyone all season. And then now we're going to be playing on Temple, which is a map that we know they favor. So L3 is going to have their work cut out for them. We'll see what happens right now. Players are ready. 3, 2, 1, and it's game time, baby. Connex 5. We are here with map 2. 4v4 portion of this matchup. L3 hung with SAS for a bit in map 1, and then SAS ran away with it towards the end. Subbed out Slay for Snatch. We know Snatch likes to play the upper portion of this map, run those power-ups. We've also seen Wolverine get fed a lot on this map for SAS, so we'll be curious to see how they run this one. There's some goo kills coming out, flooding that sniper rifle area. Nice communication there. Snatch with the combo. Aiko letting him know where he was. That basically makes it an easy shot for him. So great communication, as we've seen all season from SAS. And Snatch not looking cold at all. Skipped the first map, but looking very comfortable with his aim so far. 10 seconds on this first belt. Of course, Temple, one of those maps where you can really get into position ahead of time and lock the other team out. You see Aiko just waiting on it. Take some shots from Flo, but L3 is going to have to get in position a little bit further ahead of time. Nice rockets there by Prism to take out Aiko, but if they want to contest these power-ups, they're going to have to work on getting in position ahead of time. For instance, we have 15 seconds until this amp, and you expect to see SAS sending at least 2 to 3 people to it. They've already got Snatch just waiting down below, baiting weak people into it, trying to take him out. You see him with those jump boots, able to get up there immediately, still has some armor left, trying to do some damage. Ooh, Prism with a nice juke, but Fortunately, ends up juking right back into him, into an amped combo. Oof. More kills coming out by Snatch. And again, more great communication. I mean, you see these players, you know, running around like almost look... Oh, actually shocks balls his teammate. As I was saying though, you want to give credit whenever you see, you know, players taking some of those shots. You're like, how do they know they were there? It's all about communication in TDM. It's all about keeping that communication efficient. We've mentioned that with some of the amp runs. It's so important whenever you can get help whenever you need it too. You see so many times a player is weak and all of a sudden one of their teammates pops out from the side, snipes the enemy down. That's the difference between a good and a great team in TDM. Ooh, more team damage coming out though. Snatch going down to Flow. Flow, we've seen in position for some of these power-ups on the last map. We'll see if they can get him any help though. This amp's spawning now. A 6 frag lead, but as we've seen with SAS, really the first 5 minutes aren't the biggest key to the match. Sort of like how you keep up with them in the second half of the map seems to really dictate the flow. Oh, they just missed with that goo, but Eiko jumps right over the amp. He gets the combo and the kill. But now Flo's going to have an opportunity to piston up, and he misses, perhaps getting altered by getting shot. So this amp been up for a while. Eiko's going to have another shot at it. And SAS, multiple kills there. Eiko now with an amped sniper rifle. And the chance to break this one open with a 9 frag lead already for SAS. It's another shot by Eiko. Now he's got to be careful here, down to 25 life. He'll definitely not want to go down to a couple enforcer shots. He's going to back up a bit, get himself in position. This shield belt does spawn in less than 10 seconds. And there's another shot coming down, just pushing L3 out of the room. And that's something you can do on this map, like we've seen. If you get to the power-ups ahead of time, you can keep the other team from even really attempting to grab it. Oh, the headshot by Eiko. You see Snatch and Eiko, the two people who have grabbed the amps, leading with the damage for SAS. A killing spree for Eiko has been absolutely on fire both matches so far. Oh, a huge combo. And everyone going down for L3. This is going to be a tough situation now. With about a third of the way into the game, and they're going to have no sense of control right now. Going to have to find a way to back up and kind of regroup themselves. Both power-ups spawning soon. We'll head over to Amp. Tron trying to fight his way in with the Forcer, but nothing really happening. You got multiple SAS members there. L3 does have 2 people up top, so if they can knock Snatch off his comfort zone, they do that. Flo's going to have a little bit of armor and an Amp sniper rifle. This could be a chance for them to turn something around here. One falling shot. And this is, again, one of those intangibles. Whenever you have a team that can communicate with your amp runner, how can you point them to their targets, help them turn that amp into kills? There's multiple shots of Flo now on a run of his own, able to do some damage, only getting a couple kills, but more importantly, whittling down the stacks. Look at all these shots that he's getting that aren't turning into kills, but that's flipping that map control around. That's putting SAS on the run a little bit, giving his teammates a chance to finish them off and get some kills. Unfortunately, out of ammo, needs more weapons. The dual enforcers will help him finish off Eiko, so L3 flipping map control right back around now. The question is, what can they do with it? We've seen SAS. We know what they can do when they take control of a map. Just churn out kill after kill. That's going to be the task that L3 has now, is now that they've taken control, they've taken the power-ups back, they're down only 10, turning this one right back around. But can they continue this momentum? And we do have shield belt spawning right now. Eiko's able to take it. And nobody really contesting it for L3. And I think that's kind of been the problem we've seen, is whenever they do take control of a map, they sort of, they don't really continue that momentum and getting all those power-ups. But they do have a chance here. They're still only down 12. If they can contest more amps again. But right now, Eiko is looking up top. He's got 143 armor and staring down the barrel of that amp. And if he can grab this, he can turn this right back around in SAS's favor again. Ooh, and there's the first shot coming out. There's the second one. He missed a couple shots in a row. You just figured he was going to follow that up. 3 in a row now. Killing spree for Eiko yet again. And Eiko's basically been getting fed the belt and the amp this game. It's something we often see Wolverine get for SAS, but this time, getting himself into a bit of a rhythm. Missing some difficult shots down in that lower area, but right now, it's looking all SAS. And if L3 wants to come back in this one, we're going to need to see them do what they did earlier, which is flip that power-up control back around. Snatch grabbed that last shield belt during that amp run. And he's really been having an incredibly efficient game. We looked at Eiko. Eiko's been doing, you know, the amp runs and hitting all of the key shots, but look at Snatch with that 2200 damage right behind him. So just past the halfway point in this one, we've got another amp spawning in 10 seconds. And L3 has taken a couple amps so far this game. They've only grabbed that one, but we saw it being pretty effective for them. Eiko, though, able to just run with no weapons right up to the amp and grab it. And that's not going to help you take back control of a map. He doesn't even really have to do much with it. Hits one shot, but at this point, all he had to do was keep it away from the other team. Tron's going to have a few seconds to take some shots. But even he's down to 16 health. Ooh, kind of surprised he actually didn't drop that for a teammate. Fragum takes him out, amp expires, and with no power-up spawning for a bit. See Prism with a little bit of armor. Maybe he can make something happen here. They're definitely staying in this one. I mean, L3 has been fighting back into this one, back and forth around that 20 frag mark. But this is around the time in the match, with about 5 to 7 minutes to go. This is where things start getting messy. This is where your timing can get off a little bit. You can start losing your rotations and your rhythm on things. And this is where we've seen SAS really blow up leads in matches. It's already 20 points right now. If L3 can turn this thing around and try to get hold of some power-ups, we see Eiko taking another shield belt. We can see them pull back into this one. They have plenty of time, but if they don't, this could be another one where SAS ends up winning by 50 or 60. As they just seem to turn it up in the last 5 minutes of the game. And back up now. We do see Snatch with another amp, grabbing it up top. Oh, the falling headshot. Trying to get the double kill. And there it is on Tron. Ooh, can't quite get the multi on Prism. Playing a little bit of... Ooh, a little bit of chicken there, baiting each other out with those rockets. Snatch still on this amp run. Not really getting much damage. Ooh, there, I say that. Right as I say that, of course, a rocket smacks him right in the thigh, but largely when SAS, they haven't just been controlling the amp, they've been getting the amp cleanly, and they've been going on long amp runs, which is just obviously not what you want if you're playing against a team of that caliber. So Natch now in a killing spree of his own. Let's go over to take a look. Look at that, 7 shield belts for Eiko. Wolverine, not a single shield belt, so it looks like a little bit of a change in strategy compared to what we've seen SAS do with their other rosters. Of course, Eiko usually not playing, he plays Slay on this one. Normally we would see Wolverine get fed the power-ups and you know, do work with that. This time it's mostly been Eiko. We've seen it work out for them, obviously. But look at that, pretty even damage distribution across the board for SAS. So we're up to a 31 frag lead now with under 5 minutes to go, and this is the key point in the match. This is where SAS really likes to extend leads and put things away. We do have an amp run by Flo. Let's see if we can get over to him. Oh, misses the rocket to the back. Snatch just so stacked right now. Eats an amped rocket and still survives. We'll follow Snatch. He's only got 11 health, but may have another couple shots to take with this amp. Just kind of wonder how he missed that shot point blank with that shock primary. Couple more shots coming out though, taking out Flow. Ooh, almost eats a snot ball, but gets that kill on Brutal GG. Some nice patient shots here by Snatch, taking his time, lining him up. And we're seeing this lead just extended now up to 37, 35 now. And they're up to 36, so SAS very much doing what they're known for. Belt's gonna be up. Wolverine not even wanting to grab it. Gives that one up to Snatch. Did Wolverine grab the last one? He didn't. He just had health. So Wolverine been grabbing those 100 armors rather than the belts. Leaving those belts for his teammates, and Snatch goes right back up top where he likes to operate with that sniper rifle. And another headshot. Another headshot. Back to back by Snatch. The follow-up kill right there. And that's going to make it almost a 40 frag game. Ooh, a little bit of amped goo there. The follow-up sniper. So Snatch ready to roll here with belt and amp and had the jump boots, allowing him again to get a clean grab of the power-up. And that's something SAS is so good at, is just getting clean grabs of those power-ups. 100 armor comes out. Not surprising to see them pushing that 100 mark on this map. Seen them do it time and time again. Aiko grabbing his 8th shield belt on a killing spree again. Actually, let's check his efficiency again while we're here. Accuracy looking solid, nothing eye-popping there. But 29 and 14, I mean, look at that. Very efficient games all around. Snatch, again, hanging out up top, getting a lot of those easy shots. I mean, that's kind of what Snatch likes to do in this game, is roam the top of the map, pick people off, and it's very, very hard to take shots back at someone who's up top like that, using the cover to their advantage. Just getting free sniper shots. Then Aiko hitting shots like that all game long. Up to a 40 frag lead, and this is exactly what we have seen from SAS so many times in the past. We have one more set of power-ups spawn. It looks like Aiko's gonna grab that belt. Brutal GG does have an amp. He goes down. Tron's got it. He goes down. Wolverine's gonna end up with this amp. We'll see if he ends this match with anything interesting for us. Oh, eating 3 rockets. I mean, eating 3 rockets is pretty impressive. I think normally you have to go to a circus to see that. More combos coming out. Every time someone grabs this amp, they just go down. Complete opposite of what we've seen so far in this match with such long, protracted amp runs. All right, time gonna expire, and another big win for SAS. And SAS remains perfect so far in this one, grabbing 2 of those points. We're gonna be getting set up for the 2v2 matches coming up here shortly. I'm not sure if we'll be playing on London or Germany, so I'll let them figure that out. I'm gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with you in just a second. Alright, looks like we are ready to roll here. Actually, we'll take a quick look at the brackets while we're waiting for this game to load. The 2v2 is going to be Frag and Wolverine versus Alpha and Flow, it looks like. Focus, Deck, and Rankin will be our maps. There we go. It looks like Focus, probably going to be SAS's map pick if I had to guess. Have you seen them play it a lot in the past? Again, those bigger maps really making it, really playing in SAS's favor. Not sure what jump they were talking about here. I'm kind of curious now. See if I can catch up with them. Oh, here we go. Oh, so the super secret rocket jumps. Well, there you go. We all learned something here today. It's all right, just waiting for that second player for L3. For any of you who might be new to this, we did have two 4v4 maps just a second ago. SAS won both of those, so they'll be taking 2 points in this match moving forward. 2v2 will be a best of 3 for another point, and then we'll have back-to-back best of 3 duel matches. Bear with me while I alt-tab real quick. We're going to find out if we've got any insight in Discord to see where this fourth player is coming from. Yeah, Focus, Deck, and Rankin. Okay, looks like Alpha's joining us now. Had a little bit of a crash there. So Focus, Deck, and Rankin. Maps spawning the entire series of UT. Kind of an interesting lineup there. Focus, of course, being one of the first maps in UT4. Rankin being the UT2K4 demo map. And Deck, despite what some people believe, not being in the UT99 demo. Just being, although being originally from Unreal, and coming into UT99 full version. Okay, so it looks like SAS is going to have a player change moving to the next map. We'll keep an eye on that. Alfred getting tagged up. I was wondering why he was AFK. Of course, still rocking that ADR adrenaline tag. So now we are all pretty. We're dressed up and ready to go. Players are ready, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with this 2v2 portion of this matchup. We just saw SAS taking both 4v4. And now it's a whole new setup here. Best of 3 for another point in this matchup. Ooh, quick shots early on. Those rockets shooting in a circle around Wolverine. He's just waiting for that 100 armor to spawn. Maybe get an early kill, though. He gets bounced around. Flo now coming over. They do get that kill right off of that 100 armor, so first 100 gonna go to Alpha. Down to 35 health, though. He's got to be careful. He's running into Stinger, and they take him right back out to answer. Tie game early on in this one before any power-ups have spawned. See, 15 seconds to the shield belt. Expect to see a lot of fighting over this room. It's very easy to access, especially 2v2. You're gonna see a lot of people contesting it. Wolverine now underneath there. He might eat rockets. He's got to be careful. Nice jump up there to dodge him. Him and Flo both on top of it. Flo steals the belt. We've seen him do that so much in 4v4. Gets stuck under the lift, though, so good job by Wolverine of taking that lift. Taking away the escape route. Fragum comes over and gets that kill. So 15 seconds till the amp. It's a little bit early, but I think Wolverine grabbing that 100 armor might circle back around. We do see both L3 players taking out Wolverine, but they're across the map from the amp. Oh, and Fragum respawns, sorry, taking out Fragum, who respawns right on top of them. Wolverine now grabbing that amp with 135 health and 100 armor, so if Fragum can just bait them into him, could be an easy set of kills here for Wolverine. Rockets coming out. Does it? Oh, a nice follow-up sniper shot. He has a chance with the spawner. There's the multi-kill. Who almost had the ultra. Rocket to the face of Wolverine with a killing spree on the back of that amp, and that's what you can do on this map. You know exactly where the enemy team is spawning. They're chasing after him, but after grabbing that shield belt, he's going to be perfectly happy to take that engagement. Already an 8 frag lead for SAS, jumping on top early. Combo coming out by Wolverine. All over those 100 armors as well. Ooh, close range sniper. Interesting. Surprised Wolverine didn't switch to flat cannon there. He might have been trying to switch to a rocket launcher and just didn't have any ammo. Defensive sniper shots coming out, though, and then the kill on top of the belt. Ooh, still 7 seconds till it spawns, so Wolverine coming up a little bit early on it. This could be L3's opportunity to knock them off, but they're pretty weak. Ooh, and Flo goes down. Fragum winning that fight with double flat cannon shots. Amp is going to be up. So Fragum has a chance to go grab it. Disconnect from him and see who's in position. He's just going to piston right up top, so he's going to grab that amp. Has plenty of armor. It's one shot. Trying to extend this lead. Eats a rocket, but he's able to do that. So he had that shield belt in his hands. Another kill coming out. Anticipates him diving right through that window. And you see the comfort level with this map. Not only getting a kill, ooh, he misses the 100 armor there, but then already lining up the next shot because he knows exactly where people tend to head. That's a familiarity with this map that not everyone has. We've seen SAS pick this map a few times, so certainly one of their preferred maps, particularly in 2v2. Rockets coming out, pushing it up now to a 17 frag lead. Fragum has 100 armor, but opts to take that belt himself. Wolverine perhaps not in position to come grabbing himself. Still 35 seconds to the amp spawn, so this is going to be Fragum's chance. Doesn't have to worry about power-ups. He can just sort of run around, look for enemy players to engage. There's a shot on Flow right there, pushing it up almost up to a 20 frag lead now. We're actually going to have Amp spawn before Shield Belt. It's going to be curious to find out if anyone tries to circle around the Amp first. It looks like Fragham's trying to do just that. Has to watch out. Rocket still from Flow pushing him back. So he's going to be on the run. He might actually opt to go for the Shield Belt first, because when you have Belt, you can then piston up to this Amp pretty safely. If you don't have those jump boots, it's going to make it a lot harder. Wolverine, though, may actually have boots. Let's go on board with him. Yep, he's going to be grabbing those boots right now, so he may grab Amp and then take that to Belt instead. He is all ready to go. Actually, it looks like Belt got grabbed by Fragham, completely untouched. So now they're going to have both power-ups, although on different players. There's a Rampage by Fragham. Ooh, and another nice shot there by Wolverine, so this is really SAS's chance to put it. Ooh, the hide and seek there was, I was waiting for the goo kill to happen. Wolverine right now, fully in control. Actually, SAS just really controlling these power-ups. L3 has had no opportunities. I think they actually lost a point there with a self-kill. So it's up to a 25 frag lead now. And this just going all SAS's way so far. Killing spree for Wolverine finally goes down to goo, as a matter of fact, which we almost saw earlier. Combos coming in, but again, you'll see SAS, when they're in position for this belt, there's always two of them. You're never fighting one of them off of it, and that's kind of the key to how well they're able to control these power-ups. Is they're getting there with both players, and both players well equipped. And you see the shots coming out by Wolverine. He may just hang out and get in position for this Amp. It spawns in 7 seconds. I think he's going to go check whether boots are up. Switch back over. It looks like he's stuck in zoom mode, so let's back up this Amp and see. We did see jump boots get taken. Of course, jump boots will give you a very easy grab of the Amp, and L3 has not been able to challenge this Amp at all. And you can see they had 0 seconds of Amp time. Pretty much all the power-ups been in SAS's favor, though. Ooh, and the unfortunate respawn at Fragham, not able to get that immediate kill, but he follows it up. Amped link gun, melting people off the spawn so quickly. Defensive sniper shots, that'll turn Fragham away a little bit. Wolverine already on another killing spree. Oh, nice patient combo there by Fragham. You see him just waiting that extra second to max out that damage. So Wolverine's gonna go in there and try to clean up. So let's head over. We do have 100 armor spawning. And Fragham actually dives right between the L3 to take it. Goes down, so Fragham's spree finally getting ended. Only 8 deaths total between the two. Excuse me, 9 deaths now between the two. Let's go back over here to the shield belt area. Alfred trying to get in there and steal it. He actually does steal it, but Flo a little bit late to the party. It's going to be a 2v1. Alfred goes down. Flo able to get 1 kill on Fragham, so moral victory there as they pretty much trade, but they do steal that belt. And now Amp's going to be up. You figure the 100 armor area with the jump boots is probably where SAS is headed. You see Fragham grabbing that 100. Doesn't have boots, but he'll be able to piston up to that Amp if he so chooses. Nice kill there with the flak, and then he's going to piston right up there. Oh, actually he misses it, so... Oh, and then with the kill on Flo, able to grab those jump boots. Thank you very much. Here's some link for your trouble. So now Fragham on the run. It's already a 40 frag lead, just past the halfway point in this one. Fragham with amped link gun's not gonna help L3 get back into this one, but Wolverine picking up that shield belt, and the power-ups now really all in SAS's favor. They've got complete control over this map. It's going to be very difficult for L3 to make anything happen. Remember, this was SAS's map pick, though, so L3 will have a chance to try to even this back up on their pick next. Still 5 minutes to go in this one, though. It is just all SAS so far. Alright, both power-ups spawning soon here. Belt will be first, so they'll probably be fighting over that. L3 has been in position to challenge the belt. Most of the spawns this map just haven't been equipped and haven't been winning those battles. Amp will be spawning any second. Doesn't look like anyone's got jump boots. But Wolverine with that extra armor will probably be happy to piston up there. Does just that. Now he's on the hunt to try to extend this lead even further. Ooh, a big flat primary. Couple by Alfred takes him out. Only 8 health, but he does have a chance. Takes out both players, so SAS, I think for the first time all game, is going to be respawning. I should say respawning at the same time. So in other words, starting back after getting full party wiped, but that's going to be another kill. As Alfred has to restart. Grab that rocket launcher and try to get over for this shield belt spawn in 5 seconds. Flo's gonna try to attack it, but as we've seen before, attacking against 2 SAS players is just so difficult. Wolverine grabs that belt. He's gonna be all up in their faces with Link Gun. Ooh, getting literally pinned to the wall was Flo right there. I think he jumped into that pillar and just couldn't move. So almost up to 50 frags now. And SAS just relentless. 50 frag lead with 3 minutes to go. So this one, I think we can pretty safely call it. More amp kills coming out by Frag with a combo there. Yeah, there is some talk. I mean, in team deathmatch, I believe you can concede. You can call GG, but you know, some people like to do that. Some people don't. Oh, Flo actually almost combos himself there. And sometimes too, whenever a team is down by this much, especially in a best of 3, they might just be looking to build a little bit of momentum going into the next map. So there we see 100 armor grabbed by Frag. We do have 10 seconds until this belt spawns. Wolverine hiding up top, get a nice combo on Alpha. Catches him running in. Flo's got a chance to take a shot on him. Does hit it. Wolverine just so stacked. Doesn't even phase him. And now he's got 1 charge of boots left. So if he's careful, he can use that to go grab Amp. Big flat primary. Wouldn't be surprised to see him back up into Amp and immediately jump up there. There's that sniper rifle. I think that's what he was looking for. Actually goes straight for the spawn kill. Ooh, uses the boots. Okay. To get that extra shot off. So Amp is still up. Doesn't look like anyone's really in position to grab it though. Jump boots are up as well. You see Alfred giving chase with that piston. That piston is so scary in this game. He can hit you from so far away and do a ton of damage. Oh, he's gonna do the jump. And he got it. Wolverine first try up to that rocket jump. We saw them working on that in warm-up mode. Not an easy jump to hit, especially under pressure. Oh, and catches Flo trying to piston for that Amp. Goes up and gets it himself. health there, just waiting for him, and everything just going SAS's way right now. Another combo coming out. Finally ending Frag M's killing spree there was Flo, but Wolverine making him pay there with that. Ooh, the amp sniper shot just missing. So Wolverine's spree goes down. So a couple of killing sprees ended there. Perhaps a moral victory as we end this one out with just about 10 seconds to go. So SAS still on a roll. I think they might be, let me see. Okay, Aiko's going to be coming in for Wolverine second map. I think, let me check the bracket real quick. Yeah, we'll be seeing, that's right, Deck and then Rankin. So again, going from one of the first maps in UT4 to one of the first maps in Unreal. And then, of course, if we go to a third map, that would be the first map for UT2K4. Seems like a fitting trilogy here. The way it's looking, though, SAS is looking very strong. L3 is going to have their work cut out for them. Aiko subbing in for Wolverine. Not exactly going to make life much easier. That said, this was SAS's map pick, so L3 will be on their map next, and we'll see what they can do here coming up next. All right, we are jumping right into this one. So here we are, DM Deck. Aiko coming in for Frag M. I think that's actually probably going to benefit SAS in this case. Here we go, it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with map 2. Just saw SAS running away with map 1 in this 2v2. We'll see if L3 can fare any better on their map pick. Of course, Deck not going to be any secret to anyone who's played this game for any amount of time. Been popular in every iteration of UT. SAS taking the early lead. I actually think Aiko subbing in for Wolverine in such an open map like this, I think it's actually going to benefit SAS. Wolverine, we've seen him be an absolute monster on this map, usually by taking controlling Boots, Belt, and then using that to control Amp kind of from below. Be curious to see if Aiko takes a different approach, or if he tries to do basically the same thing that Wolverine does. We saw in the 4v4 match, Aiko getting fed those power-ups much like Wolverine normally would. So kind of an even swap there as far as the roles they played. See him waiting to share that with his teammate. Flo gets in there and steals it. We've seen Flo steal power-ups from time to time in pretty much all of our matches so far. He can be a bit of a power-up hawk, rather. So Aiko taking those boots, getting himself in position for this amp. Ooh, and right up top, Aiko with that headshot. He's going to give up this amp to Frag him, who has a little bit more health and armor. Nothing to really work with, though. He's got a sniper rifle. He's waiting for this 50 armor to protect himself a bit. Ooh, and Flo is completely pinned in back there. They do get that kill on Aiko, though, so L3 right now within. Ooh, almost dives into the green pool. So Alpha is going to take him out. Going to have that amp. As you see a respawn duel right here. Oh, and Flo wins it with the Enforcer, pulling within 3. So we've seen L3 stick around in some of these games early on, and it'd be interesting to see if they can do that here. This is their map pick, so probably their best opportunity to steal a map here. So both power-ups going to be spawning simultaneously. Still have 30 seconds, though. So let's head over to the pit. We'll see how people get in position for this one. You see Eiko down low. He's got jump boots, so he can make an escape if he needs to. Alpha's in front of him. There you go. See Eiko coming up top. People fighting over 100 armor spawns. Fragam going to take him out, but Alpha picks it up first. The air rocket gets the kill, but they do lose that 100 armor. Now we're going to have 10 seconds till both power-ups spawn. Eiko uses those jump boots to jump all the way across the map and try to get in position for the amp. Still doesn't spawn for 2 more seconds, so he's looking for the health. He pistons up there, not taking any chances, trying to hit that vault jump. Ooh, he grabs amp, and he grabs himself a belt and has jump boots, so he can jump right back up top. He's gonna do just that. Looking for that kill on Alpha, misses it. Follow-up rocket, though. And they both spawn across the map from him. It's gonna be a tough situation for L3 because they're gonna have an amped shield belt chasing him down. Ooh, Eiko almost eats a combo there. Just barely missed. So we're going to go back to the pit. We do have this 100 armor spawning right now. Again, such a key part of this map. Alpha actually sneaks in and gets it, so we'll see if he can maybe knock SAS. Ooh, goes for a quick swim. That's going to do some damage. In position, gets 1 kill. He's going to have to try to take out. Oh, if he would combo that, he might have gotten a kill. Diving over, he still has 1 jump boot left. Oh, he uses it to try to juke them. Doesn't really work, though, so now Eiko's going to be on top of him. Has to be careful up close. Getting the kill, though, so good concentration there by Alpha coming through that teleporter. Still only 3 life, though. 1 shot by Eiko will take him out, and he does. We'll get in position for Amp here. Up in 5 seconds. Flo actually with a chance to steal this one. Eiko's been all over it. Oh, but Flo gets the kill and the Amp. So nice clutch shot there by Flo. Grab himself an amp, keep it away from Eiko, and see if he can get a follow-up kill here. There it is, up close. Needs to get himself some health, but could be the start of something. Only down by 10. Still plenty of time to go in this one. So another kill on Fragim. Another kill on Eiko. So down only to 8, down to 7. So Flo in a killing spree now. And this is the kind of role they need to go on. If they can get some amp runs like this, he does go down, but cut to an 8 frag lead, and this is what we need to see them do. They want to come back and try to force a map 3. You see belt up. Eiko takes a shot, but grabs it. Eiko's been all over that belt and those boots. Of course, boots just give you so much access to power-ups and that upper area on this map that's so vital to control. Oh, Flo had a nice shock ball lined up. Couldn't get the wall run combo out of it. Nice escape, though, but Eiko eventually catches up to him with those rockets. Up to a 9 frag lead now again. So SAS pushing things away a little bit further. We've seen it now, 10 frags, but we've seen what an amp run can do just like that. If L3 can start getting hold of those amps. But Eiko's been all over them. You see him here 3 seconds ahead of time, and L3 in nowhere in position to really contest it. Flo tries to get a couple shots off, but there's the amp stinger taking out the spawners. And now this is Eiko's turn to try to extend this lead. Both power-ups going to SAS. Oh, he almost amped sniper rifles. Frag him, so he's got to be careful there. Flo getting the kill. We'll see if he can pick up that amp. He does grab it. It's going to expire, though. He does get a couple shots off, but still hanging in there, but up to a 12 frag lead now for SAS, and about the halfway point of this one. Nice wall run combo by Flo. Unfortunately, Fragim completely anticipated that. Ducks down below it. Oh, and the great wall dodge combo. Saving himself with 29 health and getting himself some health. This pit area, especially with the extra movement in 2K4, or excuse me, in UT4 with all of the wall running and the infinite wall dodge. Such a crazy area to jump around, and you have to play a lot in there to get comfortable with what all you can do with those lift jumps, the lift dodges, the wall runs. You're so nimble down there compared to in past games. Eiko getting a untouched grab. Ooh, he falls into the drink, so takes a little bit of damage off that shield belt, but mostly untouched with it. Has a chance to jump down low and do some damage. Amp spawns in 3 seconds. Now they have to be careful when you get kills in the pit. Sometimes you give up the amp when the enemy team spawns across the map. Exactly what happens here. All he has in his arsenal is Enforcer, unfortunately. So Eiko gonna give chase, but taking a few shots from that Enforcer will break him down a bit. Still 99 armor though. And we're just past the halfway point. So a 14 frag lead, just past the halfway point, not insurmountable by L3. But this, again, is where we see SAS really really pull away from teams. Back in that second half, in that, like, basically the third quarter, if you will. In between 8 minutes to go and 3 minutes to go. Sort of a 5-minute mark there where you really see them just organize, basically, and take advantage of teams losing control of pickups and losing their rhythm. Ooh, Flo rockets himself in the face twice in a row. That's a scary place up top there to be shooting those rockets. Nice combo there off the spawn. Two seconds till amp. Eiko once again in position. He's going to grab himself a sniper rifle. Probably jump right down onto it. Flo's going to be waiting for him with a combo, but Eiko with the kill. Trying to get the follow-up sniper for the double kill. Doesn't. Now he's just looking for a spawner. Ooh, nice defensive piston there to push it away. And then Eiko does the smart thing. He pulls out the rocket launcher. With a faster rate of fire, knows that he can't defend himself with a piston against all of those. Ooh, two spawners right in front of me. Actually takes him out with the Enforcer. Alpha, I'm sure, was fully ready to meet his maker in that one. Ends up hitting this shot, gets himself an amp and a kill of his own. Still up though now to a 22 frag lead with just about 5 minutes to go in this one. Ooh, almost a nice goo shot there by Alpha. And good patience there by Alpha, just waiting for that lift. Oh, the team kill. But he does get the follow-up kill to trade it back out. I was saying Alpha there, waiting for his opponent to come all the way down the lift. Rather than chasing after him. It's good patience there. But Alpha just unable to connect with those shots. Does get the kill on Eiko, though. We do have 5 seconds to the power-up spawn. If L3 wants any chance of coming back in this one, they need this amp. There it is. Flo with an amp sniper rifle. Could use a little bit of armor. Hopefully for him, the shield belt spawns right now. Oh, he gets knocked off. Frag him with the clutch primary. He gets the kill out of the goo, but that amp is going to drop into the pit there, into the goo, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to grab it. You see it right down there. So belt's going to go to Alpha, but amp going to be swimming with the fishes, and no one's going to be able to make use of that. L3 showing a little bit of signs of life here later on in the second half of this map, but still a 19-point lead. They've kind of been hanging on. It's been right around that 17 to 20 lead range for a few minutes. So again, if L3 looks back at this map, they can maybe look at the last few minutes of match time and look for some things that they can learn from. I think really contesting those amps has been the biggest difference. Frag him back in that flat corner. Oh, dangerous spot. Ooh, you hate to be stuck back there. Just not a lot of room to work with, even with the extra movement options in this game. Oh, and Frag him looking for the double kill with the Enforcer. Doesn't happen. Belt is up. Amp will be up soon. Alfred's got boots. Oh, he misses the jump. Okay, never mind. He gives it up to his teammate. So Flo's going to grab one. And he's going to grab the Amp. And this is Flo's opportunity now. They're still down 17. They try to make something happen, pulling within 16. So they're making headway. They might run out of time at this rate, but we'll see what they can do. So they're pulling now within 15, within 14. And of course, SAS is going to have a little something to say about that as well. But you see these amp runs giving... Oh, just misses the combo there. Would have had a kill. But again, yeah, these amp runs just paying off huge for L3s. They're pulling within 14 now, so slowly making their way back into it. Oh, there's the nice combo kill on Frag Im, and only 4 health for Flo now. He's going to have to be careful. Aiko's going to be turning that corner. There he goes, takes him down. Frag him with the kill on Alpha, so full team wipe there for SAS on L3. Belt will be up. Aiko's going to take that one, and power-up's right back in the control of SAS. I think with a minute and a half to go, that's going to do it. But L3 definitely in the second half of this map kind of got it together a little bit, rather than what we've seen SAS do, where they really extend their leads late in the game. L3 was able to fight him off. Gain a little bit of headway. I mean, they were down so much leading into that a little bit of map control really wasn't enough for them. There you see another amp for them. So doing some better things in the second half of this map. Maybe something to look at for future improvement. It's a falling sniper shot by Alpha, pulling within 14. Frag him now with that amp with just a minute to go. And SAS gonna take the 3rd point of this matchup leading into the duel rounds. Oh, Frag Im just barely avoids taking a swim there. I don't know, I personally think whenever you're at the end of a deck game, everyone should just go into a swim together. It's adult swim time, everybody. Kids are all in bed. The water's nice and green. It's probably pretty warm. I'm sure it's chlorinated. And there we go. SAS taking this one. Although, again, L3 showing some signs of life in the end of that one. See if they can, learn anything from that moving forward. We do still have a couple weeks left in UTPL season for people to earn some points for their teams. All right, we are now looking at duel rounds, though. So Snatch versus Tron's going to be starting us off. We're going to have ASDF and Erase, and Leah as the tiebreaker if necessary. Then Slay versus Brutal GG. So a couple of intriguing matchups. Snatch has just been just a scary dueler for probably the past, pretty much all years. Snatch has just been scary. So we'll see what Tron can do against him. Slay versus Brutal GG. Brutal GG has been coming on strong lately, so I'll be very curious to see what happens in that matchup. But right now we're going to look for that first match to pop up. Snatch versus Tron on ASDF. Let's see if we can find this in the hubs. Looks like Snatch has it up, so we're going to jump right back into this one. Oh, I can't spectate it. Wait. Oh, that was okay, that was a practice game. Gotcha. So Tron has it up. And Snatch will be joining it in a second. Okay, maybe we, all right, let's try joining that again. There we go. Yeah, I don't remember when you fell into the goo in UT2K4 on deck. Did using the shield gun help you at all? I always felt like it did, but I couldn't tell if that was just like my last ditch, basically me flipping off the game as I melt into eternity. All right, looks like we're ready to go here. 3, 2, 1, it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here. We got duel number 1 between SAS and L3, Tron versus Snatch. We've seen SAS continuing their run through this season, taking every map so far in TDM, but of course we're starting from scratch, best of 3 here. Snatch is so good on this map. But if oh, there's a headshot to start things off. Starting with an exclamation point for Snatch. He's going to try to follow it up. Tron trying to take him out in another 2 shots in a row with that sniper rifle. Snatch just not missing. Down to 17 health. But Tron's not going to be able to track him down before he gets to those health packs. I was about to say, if Tron can extend this game a little bit, maybe slow it down, that might be his best bet. Because Snatch is just so good at playing with the lead. If he can keep it within 1 or 2 within the last couple minutes and then make a push, maybe he can make something happen. He's trying to bait him into some rockets right now. Snatch, though, letting him get away, actually, with a couple of dangerous jumps. Ooh, and then gets that free sniper to the back. Snatch just so good at predicting people's movement on this map. Ooh, I think he actually hit Tron with that shock ball. Did he? It was almost an amazing combo, but backed away from it. Tron now down to 2 health. And if you're Tron, you got to be feeling like you're running the gauntlet on like MXC or something. Just everywhere he goes, there's just shots coming at him from all different directions, like they're a bunch of Nerf balls or something. Somehow survived with 2 health that last one, but he's just been on the run all game. And Snatch kind of doing whatever he wants to at this point. A couple nice shots from Tron, turning Snatch away, but again, Snatch keeping himself between his opponent. Oh, and the headshot off the spawn. Snatch, absolutely brutal right there. So 4-0, and 2 of those kills have come off headshots right off the spawn. We'll see if Tron can keep his head in the game on this one. So that's just such a morale killer, especially if you feel like you're in great position and someone just hits that double damage headshot, pops your head off, or especially if you catch one right off the spawn. All of a sudden 1 kill becomes 2, just multiplying that lead. I like that Tron's trying to take it slow though and play it methodically. Being down 4, he's going to have to make his move a little bit earlier than maybe he wanted to before. But stacking up and trying to force, a fully stacked fight might be his best bet. Snatch has had him on the run so much this game, with like less than 100 health and maybe 0 armor. Ooh, the shock juggling coming out by Snatch. And that's just so frustrating to play against. And there's the follow-up, the finishing move, up to a 5-frag lead, and you see that killing spree. And right now, Tron, we'll go take a look from his perspective what it looks like to be chased down all game by Snatch. Ooh, and there's the shot right into his face, and Snatch just continues. Actually, what is his, yeah, 46% sniper accuracy so far. Still pretty early on in this one, only taking 15 shots, but for that 4 kills with it, including 2 headshots. You see him diving away, trying to finish him off again with a sniper rifle. So Snatch decides to switch things up a little bit, finishing him off with the Lincoln. But at this point, getting pretty much anything he wants. He's just been keeping him on the run. Again, we'll take a look from Tron's perspective to see, you know, what he's seeing. And right now, it's basically just shots coming at him from all directions. I mean, he's hitting a couple sniper shots in a row. If he can hit one more, it might turn Snatch away. He does hit another one. Takes Snatch down to 1 HP. Unfortunately, that armor was just enough. Tron trying to finish him off with the Enforcer, but of course Snatch gonna pull out the Lincoln and out damage him there. So back and forth these guys go, playing a little bit of peekaboo. Of course, Snatch doesn't need to be aggressive at all at this point. Up 9 with 4 minutes to go. He can play however he wants to. He can take whatever fights he wants, or turn them all down, really. Oh, and there's the combo and the rampage by Snatch. Knew that Tron had to try to do something to get that armor in his hands, and just sitting there waiting for him. Snatch does miss that jump up top. And the rocket juggled, taking him out, knowing that he had him up close. Ooh, there's a rocket. Almost eats it. So Tron not giving up here, trying to make something happen. Remember, this is a best of 3, and this is Snatch's map. So much like we saw in the TDM games, sometimes you might want to try to get some momentum going for the next map. And right now, Snatch is playing as close to a perfect game as I've seen in a while. He's just giving Tron absolutely nothing to work with. He did have him down. Tron was able to hit a few sniper shots in a row, had Snatch down to 1 HP, and Snatch still got the kill on him. A relatively easy sniper shot missed by Snatch. It's a rarity here from what we've seen so far today, but Tron not able to make him pay yet. He does have a little bit of armor. So for the first time in quite a while, Tron actually having an armor advantage, but of course Snatch soaking up those health vials back up to 125 HP. It immediately snipes him right back down to 80. Shield belt's gonna be up, so that'll send Snatch right back up to a fully stacked armor. And with 2 minutes to go, I think this is Tron's really gonna basically just try to stay warm and try to get ready for map 2 at this point. Snatch is so methodical. He's just not gonna let him get any inroads and have any chance to really put any points on the board. And that's actually probably your goal if you're Tron at this point, is just try to get on the board. You got 2 minutes, hit a few shots, try to get yourself a point. There's a flak ball to the face. That broke down Snatch's armor a bit. But, oh, and he misses a jump to the 100 armor. I don't think that was intentional, but maybe it was. Trying to get a combo up the lift. Tron now with a chance to maybe get a couple shots off on him. And if you're Snatch right now, I guess all you're really trying to do is kind of stay in rhythm and get ready for the next map. You know you're up 12-0. You don't want to fall back into some bad habits. That's the thing. But you see him right back on the timing, still keeping everything timed perfectly, waiting for that shield belt to spawn. And Tron's still struggling to get any sort of access to do any kind of damage. I mean, we'll take a look from his perspective. He's got him in a shock duel, but... Okay, a couple of shots coming out, so Snatch down to 36 health. Tron senses an opportunity here, and Snatch just waiting for him with rockets. I think he heard him pick up that health vial, and that was all he needed. And there's the concessions. Tron with his best opportunity of the game to get a kill. And Snatch just one step ahead yet again. So Snatch giving up nothing that map. Obviously 0 points, but really no opportunities for Tron. All right, so we are into map 2 now. And we're gonna get started here quickly. So a race going to be Tron's map pick. We'll see what he can make happen on here. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with Tron versus Snatch map 2. We just saw Snatch playing as close to a perfect game as you could play on ASDF. So Tron gonna have his work cut out for him, but this is his map pick. We'll see what he can make happen. Quick shots across the map. So Tron with the early health lead. See if he can turn it into anything against Snatch before he gets a chance to get any kind of armor in his stack. Close shots there. 100 armor is going to be up, and that's going to go to Tron. So this is where Snatch had Tron on ASDF, which is running away with a health deficit. Key though, Snatch was able to turn that into points and follow up with those spawn kills. We saw him start the game with 2 quick headshots. So nice rockets there by Tron, able to push him away. It's going to earn him a shield belt untouched. So Tron, not much damage output back and forth either way, but a good tactical advantage here for Tron early on. We'll see what he can do with it though, because one quick shot by Snatch could erase all of that. See these two just daring each other. Nice shot by Tron, lines that one up. We've seen so many times players, when they try to do a set shot like that, end up kind of flicking their wrist at the last second and over-aiming and missing it. Had it lined up, unfortunately gives up that 100 armor right back. So despite doing that damage, not able to turn it into any kind of control. Ooh, a couple of opportunities here. If he can hit 1 or 2 more shots, he could really have Snatch on the run. 10 seconds till this belt spawns. Oh, Snatch with the big prediction combo right to his face. And now Snatch is gonna be chasing him down, getting that first kill, and ready for that second shield belt. And you just saw how quickly he turned that around off the backs of one big ambush with those combos, and another sniper shot right through that combo. And Snatch just not mixing anything right now. Oh, he wanted that shot, but couldn't bring himself to take it. See him just aiming at pixels. Tiny little, like, slivers of Tron peeking in over the horizon. That's going to minimize his target on his own back so that Tron can't fire back. Ooh, misses his jump over there to the health vials. But I don't think that's going to really matter because he's still got 10 seconds to get over into the shield belt. And Tron just waiting. He's going to hear him grab that stinger. He's going to know exactly where he is. So Belt spawns. Both drop down. Oh, the combo misses. And those rockets turn him away. So Tron with a big risk there, but ends up getting himself a shield belt. Taking a sniper shot by Snatch. But now he's got an opportunity here to fight on even ground, which has been so rare in this matchup. Ooh, scary moment there. Almost ate a combo. So both players have pretty high armor right now. Neither one really needs that 100 armor. Well, now Snatch just out shooting him there. That's going to send Tron on the run. Snatch now can track him down and try to get a kill. Ooh, basically even almost took his head off with a rocket there, so Snatch has to be careful. He does have enough armor to take a couple shots. All those projectiles just whizzing right by Snatch's face, though. And throwing out combo traps, trying to set something up. Tron trying to do the same thing. Pulls out the sniper. Both players pretty safely getting away there, but now Snatch's going to back up and get the 100 or get 150 armor from that belt. And Tron not going to have access to that 100 armor, so this is going to be a bad situation for Tron. This is probably where Snatch might want to try to extend this lead. He's at 150 armor, 131 health, and that 100 armor is not going to spawn for 10 more seconds. This is where he wants to force an engagement. Oh, rockets to the face. So Snatch getting caught out of position. Tron having those rockets out in that tight corridor. Snatch able to survive, but not before taking some damage. So Tron's going to have a chance here if he can get a couple shots from a distance. Tron going to be on the run. You see him juking back, not wanting to be predictable. Going for the health vials instead of the health packs. Belt does spawn right now. He might be conceding it. It actually hasn't been taken yet. I don't know if he knows that. Snatch probably baiting him into chasing after. So Snatch doesn't need that belt right now. He's going after the kill instead. Gets that kill with the chase down. Now, is he going to go for the belt? Oh, he actually gives it up to Tron, who gets blasted by a combo, but does deny that belt. So interesting move, because he does have a link gun to fight back with now. Ooh, down to 48 health, and Snatch just won that link duel there, but Tron actually did have an opportunity there. A sniper duel coming up here. Snatch, though, with his back to the health packs, able to get back over there. Still plenty of time until big armor is spawning. Ooh, that rocket almost nailed him. 0 damage coming out, though, in the end. Oh, and there's that link gun chasing him down. Takes a couple sniper shots, but still 10 seconds till this belt spawns, so Snatch isn't going to be able to hang around. He's going to push over towards the 100. Ooh, actually, he's got a decision to make here, doesn't he? He's going for the 25. Tron gets the 50. Tron had a chance there to steal that shield belt. However, that delay on the belt's probably going to give up the 100 armor to Tron. So yeah, Snatch losing timing of that belt a little bit, going to allow that 100 armor to be a little bit offset. Not going to be able to control both. Combo to the back. Tron now has him pinned in the corner with a chance. Finally gets on the board. First kill of the match for Tron, and now he's got a little bit of time here. He's got the follow-up kill, only down by 2 with 3 minutes to go. Still a very winnable game for Tron. Of course, he's going to be doing it against one of the best duelers around. Here we go. Tron now making his move. He's going to try to fight over this belt. Snatch heard him take that ammo. It's a dangerous move to grab ammo like that when your opponent's waiting on you. He's going to have to back up with rockets. He needs to grab this health. There's no way he's going to be able to contest that belt, unfortunately. Throws rockets down, baiting him up here. Oh, just misses. I think Snatch heard that ball coming, and that's why he decided to go up that lift. Ooh, Snatch having a chance to take a shot at him. He actually just sneaks around behind him. These guys just playing hide and seek right now. Oh, Tron's got him where he wants him. Had him in mid-air with a shock rifle out. He can win this shock battle. He'll give himself a chance. This is such a big fight. Snatch back in the corner. He's completely committed at this point. And there's the combo to pull within one. So Tron with an opportunity here. Only down one with 2 minutes to go. Snatch wisely spawns across the map. Armor's going to go to Tron, but can he find Snatch in time? He's back up to full health. And Snatch, though, already up to 135 HP, shows how much he keeps his head in the game, even losing a fight like that. So key. Already back up above 100 health. Shield belt spawn now. You're going to have to fight over it if you're Tron. It looks like Snatch is happy to give it up and just soak up more health vials. Oh, Snatch takes a couple of quick shots there. Don't think he meant to fall down there, but Tron's not going to chase him. This is exactly where Tron wanted to be. He's still got 14 seconds on 100 armor. Has Snatch back in the corner if he can win this shock duel. There it is, the tie game with a minute to go. Tron goes up, or can go up here with one more kill, and a minute to go. Can he find him off the spawn? He hears him taking that weapon. He's got one shot on him. The last few minutes, Tron has simply been out aiming Snatch, and Snatch has been getting caught in some shock duels and pushed into corners. Ooh, Snatch answers back with a couple shock primaries of his own, turning him away. Less than a minute to go now. Tron down to 69 health. He might be playing for overtime, and Snatch going to be chasing him. He has to be careful. He gets baited into a combo. Could end it. It's 10 seconds till the belt spawns. Ooh, a dangerous jump there by Tron, but he does get the shot off. He can get one more shot. Might be able to take the lead, but 30 seconds to go. Is anyone going to take that risk? Shield belt is up. Whoever wins this fight may win the match. Is Tron going to take that chance? He does. He jumps down, taking the sniper shots. Misses, though. Is he going to back up? Or is he going to go in for it? It looks like he backs up, so we're going to be playing for overtime from Tron's side. Snatch now has a chance to end it right here with 10 seconds to go. He has one shot. Eats a rocket. Nice defensive play there by Tron. I think that's going to run out the clock and give us 2 more minutes to go. We are in overtime. Ooh, just missed with those rockets. Snatch a little bit lucky there, but Tron now has him a little bit off kilter, but Snatch still has 3 seconds to get in position for that 100 armor. Tron's going to push him away. And this is where Snatch got pinned in by Tron. Ooh, Snatch with a nice shock primary to push him away. Grabs him that 100 armor, and that's a huge advantage going into the last minute and a half here. More combos coming out back and forth. Both players down to 34 health. 10 seconds to the belt spawns. Snatch is going to be all in on this one. He's diving way ahead of time there, trying to get up to that health. And that could be huge. Not only grabbing that health, but denying it to Tron. He grabs the shield belt, and Tron now has to start thinking about maybe going back over to that 100 armor and maybe even getting ready to play for a second overtime. So 100 armor going to Snatch. Tron looking a little light on resources right now. This could be Snatch's chance. He has him in the corner. There's one rocket. Less than a minute to go. He's still at full stack is Snatch. Tron's going to be on the run. Still 15 seconds to 100 armor spawn. So Snatch wants to engage right now. This is his chance to finish this one. Ooh, there's one sniper shot. He's a couple more. Chasing him down. One more shot could do it. Tron baiting him into combos, doing some damage of his own. Snatch going to take some health. Now you have 100 armor up. Oh, and there's the kill with 20 seconds to go. That puts Snatch on top. Belt's up right now as well. As Snatch going to go back for it. He is. Tron not going to be in position to challenge it. He's going to grab the 100 armor, but just looking for some try-rocks at this point. As Snatch going to make it difficult on him, running away, being super quiet, and time is going to run out on the comeback. So Snatch taking this one in overtime. So another close matchup here with SAS, though, on top yet again. Moving into this last duel round. Let's look back over at our brackets. We're going to have Slay and Brutal GG on deck, Leah, and possibly Coma. And of course, as you can see, we do have BRD versus Half Apps coming up right afterwards, so definitely stick around for that. So Slave versus Brutal GG coming up shortly. I'm going to take a quick water break. We'll be back with you in just a minute. All right, we are back looking for Brutal GG versus Slay. All right, not seeing that instance up yet, so still waiting on that. I have to wonder, how many overtime games have we seen in UTPL so far? We've seen so many close ones. All right, so just waiting for this match to get up. Oh, it looks like they might have. We had them in this hub. Maybe they're going back to Phoenix. There it is. There we go. Both players in the server now, ready to get started here. Yes, more deck for us. More old school players picking deck for that matter. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, and it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here. We've got Slay versus Brutal GG, the last duel matchup. Come in this match between SAS and L3. SAS has continued their reign, but we definitely saw some life. Tron having a great overtime game against Snatch to end that last duel. Almost came back to win it. We're starting from scratch. Best of 3 here again. We're going to start off with deck. This is going to be Slay's map pick. Brutal GG has shown to be a very scary player at times with the sniper and the shock rifle, so this is definitely a map that we know he can compete on, but again, Slay's map pick is going to be extremely familiar with this, obviously. One of the seminal, oh, the nice combo trap right there, hitting him with the shock ball and the combo. Massive amount of damage right there, and Slay going on top early. Brutal's going to spawn down in the pit and try to knock him off of the belt. Doesn't do it, Slay. So what Slay did right there, dodging that shot off of the shield belt while not falling down, it made it look like such a small thing, but that we've seen that so many times turn, you know, into a really bad situation where basically you either get comboed off the belt or you dive off of it and you end up in the goo. Instead, he just takes one step back, avoids the combo, grabs the belt. Very smart play and under control there by Slay. More pit play coming out. Again, this pit can be so tricky to maneuver, and you really have to have control of your character. Otherwise, you can end up accidentally dodging somewhere you don't want to. We've seen so many people accidentally wall dodge and just rocket themselves right in the face. You have to be very aware of your surroundings. Probably the most complicated, small, sort of claustrophobic area, I think, in any of the TDM maps to maneuver. We had a lot of players even going back to UT99 where their entire goal on deck, their entire assignment was basically just to play the pit the whole game. Ooh, of course, you don't have that luxury in duel, especially with the shield belt. Ooh, jumping down into the big pool. Slay takes a little bit of damage, but nothing too crazy. It's a reasonably forgiving damage volume in UT4. Falling down in there for a split second is not necessarily going to destroy you. Brutal GG getting caught down in those health packs. Throwing a rocket down in there, such a classic move. Still 10 seconds till the belt spawn, so I think Slay right here is just going to try to get an ambush kill. See them waiting for him to circle around and grab that shock rifle. He has to. Brutal GG right now. However, Brutal GG had gone the other direction and grabbed the sniper rifle first, so probably a smart move. Most people are going to anticipate you grabbing the shot. That sniper rifle is going to allow you to fight them off 2 shots in a row. Big flat primaries come up. Slay was in a tough spot. Shot after shot, though, takes him down. He's got to be careful. Ooh, almost took fall damage there. That might have killed him. Luckily, he had shield belt, but now in a close range battle, shock versus flak. Shards just flying everywhere. Brutal GG can hit one shot on Slay, can take him out, but Slay doing so much damage are able to turn him away. It's so important to have those boots to make an escape. Slay looking for that headshot, not hitting it. 100 armor is his though, and he's gonna go for those boots. Brutal GG knows he's down there. Just has to throw some things that direction. Trying to deter him, trying to get up top and maybe steal that shield belt, but still 7 seconds till it spawns. I'm not sure if Brutal has perfect timing on that or not. It spawns right now though, so Brutal gonna pull out the flak and try to get the kill. The flak ball just misses. I don't think he had timing of that belt because he definitely swapped positions with Slay, had his back to it, and instead jumped over him and gave Slay a free run over to it, and Slay all of a sudden back up to 100 over 150. We're just past the halfway mark in this one. These players, each one trying to get a big shot. Slay just sort of patiently whittling him down with that sniper rifle, and every time he hits a couple sniper shots, Brutal's got to turn around and run the other direction and get stacked right back up, and that's just burning more clock time. For his part, though, Slay might need to start looking at turning this lead into a couple more points. Well, there it is. There's one kill right there. Risky move there. The jump boots up to the corner rockets. If he gets shot there, he might rocket himself in the face. As it has worked out for him, up 4 now with under 5 minutes to go. As I was saying, though, Slay has been in such control of this map. He's only turned it into 4 points, which might come back to bite him. If Brutal can go on a run, you can turn 1 kill into 2, 3 pretty quickly on this map, given the spawns. But as it is, Slay just keeping control of that belt. I don't think Brutal GG. Yeah, Brutal has not grabbed a single belt so far this game. Just a testament to how well Slay has positioned himself with his rotations, controlling those boots and controlling the belt. Ooh, nice wall run. Or maybe a slide. Get out of harm's way. 100 armor does spawn. Oh, and Slay drops right down onto it, not wanting to give Brutal any opportunities here to get stacked up. More combos coming out. Ooh, Slay actually almost balls himself in the face. You hate to see that. Usually you have to pay to see that, but in this case, survives it, gets another shield belt, and Slay right now completely stacked up. Oh, and the sniper shot right at the feet, and Brutal. This is what Brutal's been seeing. In fact, let's go to see his perspective. Just trying to whittle down Slay, but it seems like every time he gets a shot or two, Slay just goes and stacks right back up. Look at that, 175 HP for Slay. There's actually quite a few health files on this map, and it's easy to lose track of it. But if you can make that part of your routine, you can actually get stacked back up very quickly on this map. So with Slay on the killing spree with that jumping sniper shot, trying to go for the spawn kill with the rockets, doesn't hit, but look at that, 175 over 105, under 3 minutes to go. This is going to be a tough stack for Brutal GG to break down. He's going to have to ambush him somehow. 10 seconds until the belt spawns. Maybe he can catch him going for those boots. Ooh, combo just missed. And jump boots go to Brutal GG, so we'll have a little bit more maneuverability to try to maybe land some rockets in his face or something. Shield belt is up. Brutal GG looks like he's going to grab it. So now this is probably the best chance Brutal GG has had so far this game to actually get a decent fight going. He's going to back up and soak up some more vials. I mean, look, he's actually got a health and armor advantage for the first time that I can remember all game. Slay not gonna fall for that one. That's the old, there are no new tricks on this map. All of the set shots, all of the prediction combos, all of the sound cues, everyone's very familiar with them. Ooh, missing the jump though is Brutal. Trying to get up top with a flak, maybe jump down in his face. He knows he needs a quick kill because he's gonna have to churn off 4 more kills off of it. Oh, you see him maybe not intentionally jumping there, trying to get out of harm's way. Doesn't want to eat any more combos because he has to chase him down. And at this point, see this, ooh, Slay actually peeks out. Kind of surprised to see him even peek his head out there. Unfortunately for Brutal, he's running out of time. The Slay can be perfectly happy to just kind of play chicken in that back area, play ring around the rosy, and whittle down this clock. And Brutal, for his part, going into map 2, again, we talked about before, for your own mental health, like you might just want to get 1 frag on the board just to kind of get your morale up. And Slay is giving him nothing right now. So yeah, you see Brutal able to get his hands on some of the power-ups, but Slay really just out-positioning him and having the advantage, not taking any fights unless he had health and armor advantage. Really just kind of ran the map how he wanted to. I mean, you see the damage output. Brutal did hit some shots. But in the end, all Slay. We'll see what happens map 2. All right, looks like we are ready to go here. Map 2 is going to be Leah. We'll see if Slay can put this away and get another 5-point match out of it for SAS, or Brutal can try to force a map 3. Here we go. It's game time, baby. Connex 5 here. Map 2 of Brutal versus Slay. Slay just looked extremely tough on deck. Hitting some key primaries so far with that shock rifle. Brutal had a chance to get in his face. Nothing happening there, though. Ooh, rockets coming out. And one thing I'm noticing with oh, there's a combo coming up from Slay, taking him out. Oh, nice use of the piston to slow down those rockets and allow him to get away. That probably should have been a spawn kill, but Brutal able to survive. And there's an easy shield belt grab. Brutal's gonna back up and try to take that 100 armor and catches Slay, trying to run straight for it. A nice job by Brutal, anticipating his attack, making him eat a combo, and now he's going to be on the hunt. Smacks him down with the shock primary. Both players fiddling health and armor. Someone just trying to hit a big shot. Oh, Brutal just barely avoids that rocket. Slay down to 77 health. Going to be on the run a bit, but the 100 armor will be spawning soon, so the question is, who's going to try to take it from what angles? And there's the anti-combo. No damage done, but that actually protected Brutal. Might have saved his life throwing that shock ball out and getting it shot. Now 10 seconds till this belt spawns. If you're Brutal now, do you try to fight Slay off of that belt, or do you try to track him down? Looks like he's going to go chase him down. Now he's a little bit out of position for this belt, but it looks like he's going to get there first. Rockets coming up. No kill, but follow-up damage. And Slay now down to 27 health. This is weak as he's been all matchup. Oh, there's the combo by Brutal to tie it back up. Brutal now with a chance to take control. This is his map pick, so you know he's comfortable on it. Another big combo. Now follow-up rockets, so Brutal. Combo to rockets, something we see a lot on this map. As much as people like to use the sniper to turn people away. Ooh. Rockets himself a little bit against the edge of the window there. Like, as much as people like to play that mid-range game with sniper and shock primer, I feel like combos and rockets end up being the difference maker on this map. Saw the 50 armor grab by Slay. He's not going to dare to go up that lift again. But now the 100 armor's up, and Brutal has to decide, does he sit back here and wait for the belt, or does he go for the 100 armor? Looks like he's going to sit back for the belt. It's still got 3 seconds, so Slay can actually throw some stuff down range. Not going to hit him with that goo, but Brutal opts to give the 100 armor to Slay in order to grab the 150, but doesn't have 100 health. So he's gonna have to be careful. Here's 3 more rockets. More rockets following it up, and another kill. So now Brutal up by 2. Early on in this one, another big shot. And Slay trying to track him down and finish him with that stinger, but Brutal's not really all that weak, all things considered. Ooh, shot combos coming out. Or shot balls coming out, rather. Not completing a combo, not really seeing an opportunity, but pushing him around the map a bit, and Slay down to 74 HP. No armor. Oh, that was a big 100 armor grab by Slay. Able to push away those shock balls. Brutal wishes he would have comboed that. Because right now he's going to have to do basically double the damage now in order to get a kill on Slay. But he does have that shield belt to his back. You see him pushing him away, daring him to jump on it. Nice patient move. So Slay with the wall dodge all around him. Brutal, nice patient move, not trying to hit him in midair with that primary, waiting for him to land. Taking tons of damage. He's actually going to be on the hunt with 29 HP. Dangerous move here by Brutal. Kind of playing with fire there. Only 29 HP, trying to track him down and get another kill out of it. And right now, Slay just kind of trying to bait him into a link trap. No health up. Brutal's got to be careful here. Ooh, the sniper shot comes in. And so now Slay's going to be at the advantage for a little while. We've got 10 seconds till the 100 armor, 20 till the belt. So whoever gets the 100 can push over the belt. Slay all over that 100, gets the kill with the link gun. You're just waiting for it. Brutal had no health for about a minute and a half there. And now that 100 and belt going to go into Slay's favor, and Brutal now completely lost map control. So the question now is, what does he do to kind of regather himself and not allow Slay to get back in his face and take him down? You see his strategy is to try to put him off balance with that link, not let him take those sniper and shock shots that he likes. Although, again, I think Brutal's really been successful whenever he's pulled out the rocket launcher. Combo right there, baiting him around the corner. Oh, and takes him out with the sniper rifle, of course, just proving me wrong instantly. Brutal GG back up by 2. That was a huge sniper shot. He was a bit vulnerable himself. And now back up to 100 health. Still 15 seconds to the belt, so he's a little bit out of position, so curious to see if he gets snuck up on. Slay's going to have the upper hand on this 100 armor. Rockets just missing. The rockets by Slay take him out. So 3 rockets. Slay jumps right over them and drops 3-pack right on Brutal's face. That was a huge turnaround right there. Now Slay up by, or excuse me, down by 1. And a chance to tie it up here. Oh, rockets coming out. Has him bouncing around, but Slay not able to finish it off. Oh, trying to finish him off with the Enforcer. It has a link gun out. Oh, and there's the rocket to tie it up with 3.5 minutes to go. It's like we were saying, with so much emphasis on the dinking and the dunking and the slow playing shock and sniper duels. Whenever things get aggressive on this map, the rockets come up absolutely huge. Oh, that flak ball just misses. Trying to get in his face with Link to finish him off and take the lead. And there it is with the Link primary right through the floor. Slay now up by 1 with 3 minutes to go, and Brutal just like that finds himself having to come back. Slay with the belt and the lead. Huge combo by Brutal. He's going to have to guess right a couple more times though if he wants to tie this one back up. Guess is wrong there. There's a couple 50-50 shots he's had. 10 seconds till 100 armor. Brutal can't give up that 100 armor, I don't think. There's a big combo. He can chase him down with Link if he wants to. He's going to be running into rockets. He has to be careful here. Just misses him. Now Link versus Link. Oh, Slay surviving with 39 HP. He had that extra advantage from the armor. Could be what made the difference there. Now he's got rockets to deal with. Brutal coming back within 1. But he's got to get to that 100 armor. It looks like Slay spawned right on top of it, but doesn't have any weapons. So grabbing that shock rifle is absolutely key for Brutal. Gives up rockets, still 10 seconds to go until the belt spawns. So what is Slay gonna do? We see what Brutal wants. He wants that sniper rifle, he wants that 50 armor. He has plenty of... Oh, nice combo. Slay just barely backed away. He's got the rockets in his face. Knocks him back into that belt. Unfortunate for Brutal as Slay just falls back into that armor. Now going to be in great position to try to chase down Brutal and finish things off. There's another kill with the rocket launcher, up by 2 with 2 minutes to go. Still plenty of time for Brutal to come back, but Slay in great position now. So Brutal now maybe looking for a home run ball, trying to hit a goo shot. Does a little bit of damage with it, breaks him down just a bit. Still a long time until the belt spawns, but there's a rocket to the face. Brutal pulls back within 1 with a minute to go. Still has an opportunity to get over to those armors and contest them, unlike last time when he got a kill. Slay got that free armor back off the spawn, and Brutal doesn't actually know where he is. He's trying to bait him out. Slay is completely across the map right now. So a nice mental game there by Slay, not even trying to fight. We see this belt spawn. Brutal's going to go back for it. He does have a minute to go, so... Ooh, just misses that. You see Slay backing up off of that combo. The double wall jump to get a rocket in his face, and Slay with the wall dodge back at him, returns the rocket, and that may be what seals the deal right there. Great movement there by Slay, dodging right back into Brutal's face, dropping a rocket down and getting the kill. So 20 seconds left to go. Slay happy to just bait him into that. I don't know if Brutal meant to miss that jump, but anyway, he's going to be chasing him in circles. 10 seconds left to go. We'll have one more chance here as Brutal pops him up into the air. Unfortunately, pops him up into the air on the lift, and enabling an escape. Nice rocket by Slay, and that's going to finish this one off. Does pull within 1, but just runs out of time. So another hyper close match there between these two. L3, I think, all in all, pretty respectable showing against what's been the team that's been absolutely rolling through this league in SAS. They definitely got some things they can look back on and take some positivity from in that match. Next up, we've got BRD versus Half Abs. You can take a quick look right now at what we've got going on there. So you see Temple and Rankin coming up again for 4v4, then 2v2.